Hi guys, welcome to my channel. In this video we will learn how rich the arts of the Chinese are, their paintings, calligraphy and architecture. Landscape painting was regarded as the highest form of Chinese painting. Chinese landscape painting is also known as shan shui or mountain water painting. Chinese society, basically agricultural, has always laid great stress on understanding the pattern of nature and living in accordance with it. The theme of the paintings are flowers and birds, Shitao's landscape, palace, and temples, human figures, animals, bamboos, and stones. Oriental artists often created landscapes rather than paintings with the human figure as subjects. Artists use monochromatic colors and sparse strokes. Monochromatic color refers to a color scheme that is comprised of variations of one color. Sparse brush strokes means there's few and scattered elements. Strokes are not thick. Its purpose is to grasp an emotion like catching nature's rhythm. Chinese painting considered the three concepts in their art: heaven, earth, and humankind. Yin-yang. Yin-yang. Yin. Negative charge. Moon. Dark. Earth. Passive. Damp or water. Below. Cool or cold. Growth. Recessive. Nurturing. Female. Autumn and winter. Yang. Positive charge. Sun. Light or bright. Heaven. Active. Fire. Above. Heat or hot. Generation. Strong or assertive. Dry. Male. Spring and summer. Silk was often used as the medium to paint upon, but it was quite expensive. When the Han court eunuch, Calligraphy, invented paper in the 1st century AD, it provided not only a cheap and widespread medium for writing, but painting became more economical. Chinese art expresses the human understanding of the relationship between nature and humans. This is evident in the form of painting of landscapes, bamboo, birds, and flowers, etc. This might be called the metaphysical, Daoist aspect of Chinese painting. 6 Principles of Chinese Painting by Xia Yi, a writer, art historian, and critic in 5th century in China. Observe rhythm and movements. Leave spaces for the eyes to rest. Use brush in calligraphy. Use colors correctly. Live up to tradition by copying the master's artwork. Copy the correct proportion of the objects and nature. To the Chinese, calligraphy is the art of beautiful handwriting. Traditional painting involves essentially the same techniques as calligraphy and is done with a brush dipped in black or colored ink. Oils are not used. Materials used for calligraphy are the following: brush pen, made of animal hair. Black inks, made from pine soot and animal resin. In calligraphy, the popular materials which paintings are made of are paper and silk. Chinese calligraphy as well as painting was done on silk, which was replaced by paper in the 1st century. Works by famous calligraphers are mounted on scrolls and hung on walls like paintings. Chinese calligraphy styles: small seal style, clerical style, regular style, running style. The small seal style, the lines are all of an even thickness and the character are elongated to fit neatly into the vertical rectangle. The regular style preserves the clerical script's precision and modulation of line width but is less formal and heavy in appearance. The clerical style used on official documents such as government records of taxes, census records, and deeds. The running style, the strokes and dots that are written separately in the regular style are joined together in a single sweep of the brush, thus producing a feeling of speed and fluency. It is said that the Tang dynasty poets were the first to introduce the combination of painting and poetry into one artwork. 3 perfections is the collaboration of poets, calligraphers, and painters to create a painting that includes the work of a calligrapher to write a soundless poem. A soundless poem describes how one might experience a painting with sound, sight, smell, touch, and emotions. Poets write their calligraphy on their paintings. Paintings can be mounted on scrolls, such as hanging scrolls or hand scrolls, walls, lacquerware, folding screens, and other media. East Asian architecture is comprised of a hip and gabled roof that slopes down on all 4 sides. It is usually constructed with 2 large sloping roof sections in the front and back respectively, while the 2 sides are usually constructed with a smaller roof section. It is known as zishin in Chinese, iramoya in Japanese, and paljakjabung in Korean. In Chinese architecture, there is emphasis on symmetry, which signifies balance. This can be found from palace complexes to humble farmhouses. Secondary elements are positioned on either side of the main structures like 2 wings to maintain overall bilateral symmetry. The composition of Chinese gardens tends to be asymmetrical to follow the principle of creating enduring flow of energy. Open courtyards is a common feature in many types of Chinese architectures, as shown in buildings connected with one another either directly or through verandas. Another feature is the sky-well structure, which is an enclosed courtyard formed from the intersections of closely spaced buildings and offers small openings to the sky through the roof space from the floor up. The purpose of these enclosures is to regulate temperature and ventilation in the building complexes. Northern courtyards are typically open and they are usually facing the south to allow the maximum exposure of the building windows and walls to the sun while keeping the cold northern winds out. Southern sky wells are relatively small and their purpose is to collect rainwater from the rooftops while restricting the amount of sunlight that enters the building. Thank you for watching. Hope you learned a lot from this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe.